Hi guys. So we are already 7 months into 2017. I hope that everyone who set goals for themselves are doing excellent on your goals. I hope that you are still keeping up with the challenge to make the person that you are in a relationship with acknowledge what you are to them. And I hope that those who are in celibacy for healing prosperous purposes are still going strong. Those who want to be in a relationship and have decided that they want to love outside themselves, then you do continue to remember that you are an individual that decided to be in a relationship, and that person is also an individual that wants to be with you. There should be no compromising of self just to be with someone. In that spirit, I do notice that this year we have probably like 3 or 4 motivational speakers that are going around, that are guys that are out here telling women what they should expect from men, what the rules of engagement should be from men, and etc. We women never asked for these guys to stand up, but it's awesome that they do that. However, the male population, when these guys come forward, want to take these guys' heads off. Like, the information that is being provided is something new. The information that is being out there is not anything new. It's things that your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, and everything else has stated and has gone down in history from generation to generation. And the rule of these rules of engagement. When you tell the male population that are against the motivational speakers that this is not anything new, they are quick to say, well, that was done and this is now. It takes two people working full time to provide for the family. And you know the answer to that is no. That is so incorrect. The reason why it's incorrect is majority of the people back then owned their own houses. They weren't renting. And the second reason why it's incorrect is because back then it did take two incomes, sorry. It took two incomes to run the household. The difference between back then and now is I do believe that the male population has just gotten lazy. Because back then, the husband would be the one to take on the second full-time job, while the wife stayed at home. Notice I said wife. I didn't say girlfriend. I didn't say fiance. I didn't say live in stuffing. I said wife. Stayed home and take care of the children and make sure that they stayed out of trouble and that they were contributors to society. And when the man was home, he became, on his days off, which were far and in between, he was a carpenter, he was an auto mechanic, he was a fencer. And these men were not making $30 an hour. These men were not making $7.25 an hour. It was very rare back then in those days for anyone to even make $3 an hour. And the only time that the woman went to job and worked for Miss Mary or Miss Sally or Miss Janie as the cleanup lady and the cook was when they was hard on their luck, or if her husband, notice I said husband, was injured. And it's awesome that these same guys who are against women being home, because they are totally against you not doing anything and waiting for, the knight of shiny armor. But however, when you are on your grind and when you are independent, they want to throw stones at you there too. Just yesterday, I was having a random conversation with a guy that I met off the chat line, and his first information was, and I've already stated that I want a friend, because sometimes I want to go out with someone besides myself. And normally I don't even go out. So he's like, oh, you want a friendship and maybe more? And I was like, no. I've also had that conversation earlier this year where this guy was like, oh, you're looking for love. I can't look for something that I'm already in. That's an oxymoron. How are you going to look for something that you're already in? Anyway, I told the person that I was talking to yesterday that I am open to possibly new beginnings and new situations, but the person has to be at the starting line ready to work. They have to have their hard hat on, their work boots on, and their sleeves pulled up, ready to work, not just get in there. So when I told him my dreams, my aspirations, everything else, he's like, oh, well, you don't need to be in a chat line because you got everything figured out. Which, again, I stated that I'm on there for a friendship. Right now, my friendships, or the times when I go out, which is basically only out to eat, is with a gay guy, and we are go to different places in our area to try out new places to eat, and we talk for hours. Why can't I have that in a heterosexual platonic companionship? I mean, the word companionship, if you look it up in right now, Webster has a definition, and Webster also has a definition of platonic. It's not a dinosaur, but guys make it like it's so. So that's all the news that's written from France. I hope that we continue on our journey in 2020, 2017. And remember, love yourself. Forgive yourself. Be true to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Forgive others. And always, always make the most of your day. What is your day one? See you soon.